When it comes to SUVs, the market is definitely thriving. The American market offers a multitude of models, especially in the segment of premium compact crossovers, where German manufacturers compete with Japanese ones. One such model is the Lexus NX. This car is undoubtedly one of the best you can buy for the money. However, it has its drawbacks. If you want to learn more about these drawbacks, follow along with us as we examine 7 reasons why you shouldn't buy a Lexus NX. Reason 7. Limited cargo space. One of the main reasons buyers choose crossovers is their practicality compared to regular sedans. Such cars have more spacious interiors and more room for luggage. But is that the case with the Lexus NX? Not quite. The Lexus NX is one of the worst in this regard. The trunk volume with the rear seats up is just 22 7/10 cubic feet, and with the rear seats folded up to 46 9/10 cubic feet. These figures are quite mediocre and simply don't match the car's price tag. In this model, you'll even struggle to fit large suitcases. For comparison, in the BMW X3 with the rear seats up, you can fit up to 28 7/10 cubic feet of cargo, and with the seats folded up to 62 7/10 cubic feet. As you can see, the difference is significant. The Lexus NX just doesn't provide the necessary practicality. So, if you're looking for a practical SUV, you should avoid the Lexus NX as it doesn't live up to expectations, especially at that price. Reason 6. Cramped interior. The problems with the Lexus NX don't end with the trunk. The interior is also quite narrow, and there are issues with the seats. The car's width is just 186 4/10 centimeters, whereas its closest competitor, the BMW X3, has a width of 191 8/10 centimeters. This difference of 5 4/10 centimeters noticeably affects comfort. In a wider car, you'll feel more comfortable than in the Lexus NX. That's why we recommend taking a test drive before buying, as an uncomfortable car can become a big problem in the long run. On top of that, the rear part of the interior is also limited in space. If people about 183 centimeters tall are in the rear seats, they might find it uncomfortable, especially on long trips. Legroom can also be an issue for tall passengers as their knees will press against the seats. So we don't recommend the Lexus NX for those who often carry passengers in the rear seats, especially tall people who will struggle to find a comfortable position. A more comfortable option from Toyota is the new Toyota Crown Signia. In this SUV, you won't run into problems when carrying passengers in the rear seats, and the reliability and performance will remain on the level of the Lexus NX. Reason 5. Price versus features. The Lexus NX is positioned as a premium compact crossover, but its features don't match the stated price. It costs a lot, but the offered functions don't compare to German competitors. For example, the BMW X3, Porsche Macan, and Audi Q5 offer more for the same money. These brands are valued higher than Lexus and provide similar or even better value. That's why many buyers aren't interested in the NX at that price. Perhaps if Lexus lowered the prices, the NX would sell better. However, it's worth acknowledging that the NX still offers more value than the Acura RDX, which is overly overpriced. The NX has a pretty good selection of trims. 11 variants are available, but none of them offers anything special that would make it irresistible. Only the NX 350 F Sport model and its luxury counterpart, the NX 350 Luxury, stand out, but their high price makes them unappealing. They promise a lot but don't deliver on expectations. Reason 4. Average performance. Another issue is the Lexus NX's performance. We mentioned that the NX comes with a full-fledged sporty model, the NX 350 F Sport. However, this model isn't as good as you might expect. The F Sport isn't an alternative to the BMW M. It's equipped with a 2 4/10 liter turbocharged engine that produces a modest 275 horsepower and 430 Newton-meters of torque. That's decent, but far from sports car level. For comparison, the BMW M50 xDrive, which hasn't been released yet, is expected to have 393 horsepower and 582 Newton-meters of torque. And that's not even the most powerful M version. This gives you an idea of why the Lexus NX isn't the best choice for its money. The car costs a lot, but doesn't provide the necessary power. We think Lexus should offer more to be competitive in the premium segment. Plus, German premium SUVs have more refined handling and suspension, providing an unrivaled driving experience. The Lexus NX does this, but not at the same level. On top of that, competitors offer a multitude of customization and personalization options that Lexus simply lacks. Reason 3. Poor infotainment system. Many Lexus models are criticized for their infotainment system. Although Lexus is Toyota's premium brand, it falls short in this area. The system is described as slow and unresponsive. On top of that, it's unintuitive, and users often get confused when using certain functions. The touchpad has also received bad reviews, and this cheap approach from Toyota has cost the brand many buyers. Competitors. Systems look like spaceships with huge screens for the infotainment and instrument panel. In the case of the Lexus NX, you'll have to pay extra for some technologies, but even then, you'll get less than from competitors. In the latest generation of the Lexus NX, some of these aspects have been improved, but the model still lags far behind competitors in technology and features. Reason 2. Fuel economy. Fuel economy is another area where the Lexus NX has received average reviews. The base model provides just 8 4/10 liters per 100 kilometers in the combined cycle, about 28 miles per gallon. That's not much different from competitors, but in this area, the model should be better. If Lexus doesn't add the best technologies and features, then at least fuel efficiency should be top-notch. It was expected that the figures would exceed 7 8/10 liters per 100 kilometers. But unfortunately, the NX doesn't deliver that. The more powerful model with the 2 4/10 liter turbo engine is even worse. It consumes up to 9 8/10 liters per 100 kilometers in the combined cycle. You can only get good fuel economy with the hybrid version. We recommend the regular mild hybrid, which provides up to 6 liters per 100 kilometers. The plug-in hybrid is a bit worse, with a consumption of 6 5/10 liters per 100 kilometers, but it offers 60 kilometers of electric range. Reason 1. High price. Another drawback of the Lexus NX is its high price. The base model starts at $41,900, and for more advanced versions, you'll have to pay up to $45,600. The F-Sport version starts at $53,000, and the plug-in hybrid at $62,400. These prices make the plug-in hybrid too expensive, and we don't recommend this model because it doesn't justify its cost. The best choice from the entire lineup, in our opinion, is the regular mild hybrid. It's cheaper and provides better fuel economy than the plug-in hybrid, though it doesn't have electric range. The electric motors in this model are used to support the internal combustion engine, reducing fuel consumption. Another issue is the NX's low resale value. Usually, Lexus holds its value well even after years, but in this competitive segment, the model is losing popularity, and brands like BMW and Mercedes retain value better. Thanks for watching. See you next time.